Hi everybody, welcome, let's party.
I'm Charles Jeffrey. I'm a 26-year-old London-based fashion designer, artist and illustrator. On my journey, I'll be finding inspiration and partying alongside the NYC club kids, pushing the boundaries of style. As we near the end of our trip, we've been asked to host a Loverboy party in New York, downtown at Lauran, which is both hugely exciting and terrifying. I need tips on how to run a New York club night. So when I get the opportunity to meet Susanne Bartsch, the Swiss-born queen of New York nightlife, who's been throwing parties for the last 30 years, I can't resist.
Ironically, I kind of got my lessons to do nights in London. I mean, I went to Blitz, I went to Lee's Taboo, and I came to New York. Studio 54 was going downhill. There was nothing colorful, nothing high energy. So I said, I have to bring this to New York.
We've just started doing our club night in London. We've done it for like a year now. What kind of advice would you give to somebody who's going to be doing something like that?
You care, you do it from love and heart and caring. It works. It's because you want to pay your rent. Mm-hmm. It can work. We all want to pay our rent. It can work, but that magic isn't there.
It is like the most beyond being able just to chat to you, and I just want to say like a massive thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like it's an absolute honour to meet you. You've made me like I've been trying to hold back tears. Like I'm sorry. Meeting Susanne was incredible. She proved how integral nightlife is to creatives here, how stimulating it can be, and how much faith the older generations have in the kids of New York. Next morning, we meet up with our new friends Susie and Harry to explore the best vintage spots in the city, hoping to find an outfit for the Loverboy party tonight. We head to Alan and Susie's, a much-loved New York landmark, owned by a couple as eccentric as the pieces in their shop.
We brought Charles here because we love Alan and Susie, and they're fabulous. There are so few stores in New York left that cater to what it is that we do and really support it.
We used to go to 3 parties a night. At least 3. And it's being brought back by these young kids.
People.
And they're doing it differently. Mm-hmm. They have their own vision. They have their own everything.
And their own style.
And their own style. They're great.
Best things in the store.
Oh, yeah. Oh, babes, I'm putting this on.
It's like walk to the camera.
DIY doesn't mean that we make everything ourselves. DIY means you put the whole concept together. So vintage shopping is very important.
It's important to look back, but then it's also important to kind of look at like the themes that kind of influence that too. Like if you were inspired by a certain designer at a certain period, you should look at what they looked at to kind of do your own version of it.
So we're here at Screaming Mimi's. The place to shop and find you some looks, honey. What's the Loverboy color palette? Like, what are we looking for?
What's the look?
Red, blue, and white.
Red, blue, and white?
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Well, I mean, like
there we go.
There we go.
America.
So.
That is fucking perfect. After deciding on my outfit for tonight's party, I'm visiting one last show before Fashion Week is over. Vijay is an emerging brand who makes futuristic fashion by looking into the past, always challenging their own ideas to ignite constant regeneration.
We make every single thing that like exists on the runway, which is pretty crazy.
Well, you guys sew it yourselves?
Yes, and the hats, and like it's
fantastic.
Yeah.
So like you taught yourself how to sew.
Oh yeah.
Like did you go to any courses or was it just self-taught?
No, just YouTube.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think
so good.
We have to like invent creative ways to like do things, and that's why our pieces like get interesting. I think if we knew how to do it like exactly, I think it would just look kind of boring.
It's so impressive to hear that Vijay are self-taught and literally hand make everything on the runway from start to finish. We're setting up for our Loverboy party on our final night in New York. As always, bringing the great British red, white and blue, but this time adding some stars and stripes. I've been so incredibly inspired by everyone we've met on this journey.
I do feel kind of inspired to just kind of go back home and just get making again.
It's made me want to focus more on what it is to be British, not what it is
anything else, which is really great because I've just been comparing the two things.
I'm kind of satisfied after this trip. Like, I full on got a photo of Paris Hilton. So I can't, nothing would top that for me.
I got a feeling, hard to describe, triggered by your cold diatribe, a sort of sadness, a dark distress, and your precise words will dress to.
We've met the new club kids and the old guard of NYC nightlife, seen shows by emerging brands and established brands. We've taken inspiration from painstakingly handcrafted gems to spirited clubgoers and party throwers, and DIY self-curated looks. If there's one thing I've learned from my trip, is that there's a way to make your future your own, and it's by having a core group of friends and collaborators who you can ride out the journey with.
I met them all in New York City. Look how beautiful everybody is.
Being with like-minded people when the world is against us, it can make us feel like we have a place.
That's the best thing when you like go out and you see somebody and you're like, shit, how did you put that together?
I can't get over the support that we've had so far. Like, you just have to keep going. Take on the project that's in front of you and like move with it. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.